Lydia Daydal, Fight Connect TV, backstage at AKUMA FC in the Europa Hotel, Belfast, with a victorious Scott Harvey.
Hello. How are you?
Hello. Long time since we had you on the show.
Time. Last time was Cage Conflict in February.
Yeah, and that was in the Devonish.
Yes,
Belfast,
when I fought Matthew, yeah. It's been a long time since then. Yeah, it's been quite a while.
Belfast again.
Belfast
and we only
again.
down the road from each other.
I'm always fighting up here. It's like it's fun, but it was an interesting night. It was fun. I won via second round guillotine / bulldog choke, I think it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was an unusual fight, very unusual. So my opponent, Andrew, very just a unique individual, we'll say, with a striking style. It's just something that you could train countless rounds, and it's just unorthodox. And when I went in, I felt like I didn't do, like I had a plan, I had a game plan to deal with it. I just wasn't switched on, and I just wasn't landing. But it was a good win. I got the win, I managed to rough it out and get the takedown. And then when I got the takedown, I knew I'd been working a lot on my guillotines and stuff like that from that position, and I was hoping to play for a cradle for a bit and then hopefully get a pass, but I just felt the neck was exposed and I dived on it.
Talk us through the first round, because I mean, you always, when you watch the first round where it's up against the cage and it's a lot of, like, you know, back and forth, strength against strength, and who's pinning who, and I know from doing the rounds in the gym, it's frustrating.
It is.
And you just want to, like, separate up and let's, you know what I mean?
It is.
So it was
Funny enough, when we were going into the fight, like leading into the camper and stuff like that, when you're building up the training, I was really, really confident in my striking. I was like, Scott, look, you could easily just put this fella away. Like, I know, me in the gym, I'm good enough to put this fella away every day.
Yeah.
But and that's no disrespect to him. That's just obviously I feel that's how good I am.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you're in the ring, it just doesn't show, and that's kind of what happened there today. So when we got into the clinch, I was like, I'm kind of glad this happened, because I want to feel what he's like in the clinch in case I have to go there. Do you know what I mean? The last thing I want to do is my striking's not working, and then you never even get a feel of what he's like in the clinch, and then next thing you know, you've been taken out. What the fuck's going on? So yeah, I wanted to try feel that was, and he was very, very lower body heavy. Like, you could see by looking at him, his legs were dense. So I was like, when I felt him pressing me against the fence, I was like, he's just really, really, really heavy. Yeah. So that was, in a way, it was frustrating, but at the same time, I was kind of glad I got a feel for it. Because then I was like, now I know, like in the second round there, when we got into an exchange, I expected that. Then I was like, all right, he's going to be really heavy here. And Owen in the corner in the second round shouted out, and it was something so simple. He just shouted out, Scott, will you just fucking lift him? Like, why am I making a meal? Sometimes you're just doing a technique and you're making a meal of it, and he's like, Scott, will you just fucking lift him? Like, put some work into it. And you'll probably see it back when you watch the fight. I literally just like, you know what, just lift him. So I ended up getting the takedown from it, but something so simple like that. Like, but it was nice that
Well, kind of, this is the beauty of the fight game, right? And it's the beauty of going in there. It's the unknown, unpredictable. You can do as many rounds as you want. You can have a game plan, but when you're in there, like, it goes out the window.
It definitely goes out the window. Like you have all these, like, anyone will tell you who was with me throughout the camp will tell you, like, I had it all set in my head. I'm like, Scott, you piece of cake. Like what I'm doing in the gym there, if I do that in the ring, this is easy pickings. This is. And then when you get there and you're like, I'm in the ring now, and then he starts doing awkward stuff, you're like, maybe this isn't going to be as straightforward as I thought. So, yeah, no, I'm happy I got the win. Definitely. Definitely loads to work on, and I don't want to ever cut weight again.
Listen, who does? I have yet to interview someone that says, I actually quite enjoy it. I like when I'm a bit, like, nimble, you know?
No, I swear to God, my board is an absolute saint, because Jesus Christ, having to listen to me is, like, that's a full-time job in itself. Having to listen to me complain the whole time, don't want to eat any more chicken and broccoli, I'm fed up with it. So, like, fair play to that.
And what's worse is not only having to listen to you, but knowing that you've put yourself in that position. So, like, you've chosen to do it.
I swear to God, my ma said to me before I left the house, she literally just turned around to me and goes, yeah, go out and win and all. Now, she's never been to one of my fights. I don't think she has a clue what goes on in them. I think she just thinks I rock into, like, the local cricket club or something and we just have a little tussle and go home. Like, if she came here and seen there was a load of gargle and we're all wrecking the place, she'd be out there on top of a table. She'd be out there necking Budweiser causing murder. So,
love it.
So I was like, but she turns around before I left the app and goes, now, Scott, don't get caught in one of those headlocks, because it's over when you get caught in a headlock. And I was like, nice one, Elaine. Nice one, Elaine. Knuckle bump on that one. All right, I'm off out. See you in a bit. Like,
well, she'd be delighted now. You would ring her straight away and tell her
I won by a headlock, man. She'd be fucking screaming.
Mystic Meg back home there.
Mystic Elaine. Oh.
But listen, because obviously let's talk about the gym and your corner for a second. Owen Roddy, Liam McCourt in your corner. Like, Roddy needs no introduction, you know what I mean? Like anyone who knows anything about MMA, Irish MMA knows Owen Roddy. Liam McCourt, obviously we had a couple of words with Leah earlier on. Like literally just like this year like, for her has been incredible, right? It's super. Like you see the walk like Roddy takes. The walk, it's one of those things, there's not a question Roddy doesn't know the answer to, and his experience shows. Like he knows what to say, when to say it, and like I like to think to myself, like I'm quite a good coach through Roddy. Like from being in his classes, and you learn to coach better and stuff like that. But then there's times when you see him coaching something and you're like, I'd have never thought of that. Like even the way he approaches something. Like that what I was saying earlier, just as simple as just lift him up. But that's what I needed to be told in there. He could have gave me technical instruction at that time, but it wasn't registering. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes he just knows what to say. And then with Leah, it's like you've got obviously Roddy's coaching ability, and then Leah's work ethic. Do you know what I mean? Like the girl is just flat out constantly, whether it's constantly traveling to do media or do like work with Bellator or else obviously coming here. Like she landed from a flight from London today to be here to corner me. Do you know what I mean? Like so stuff like that, like it goes a long way. And like all the lads. But also I saw it during the week. I can't remember who put it up, but I was on Instagram and someone put up a video of you in the gym this week cutting weight and still coaching. And then said like, you know, look, Scott will fight in the weekend and here he is cutting weight
Sean
and he's
McConnell,
in.
like I say it to all of them, like even when like I said last time, 6:30 class with Scott Harvey, BJJ. It's always fun. But that's it. Like I'll still rock up tomorrow morning. Well, not tomorrow morning. I'm taking the night off. Tomorrow morning, like, but I'll rock up to any of those morning classes, whether it's rain, sleet, snow, like whatever. Even when I'm cutting weight and I'm miserable, because I love doing that. Do you know what I mean? And even and anyone who tells you there's days when you hate your job. I'm not saying I rock about bed in the morning. I never hate this job. Hey, I probably wouldn't either. I'm floating around all these shows having the crack. But it was a bit of hard work, big hard graft. Do you need a cameraman, do you? I'm telling you, I have a steadier hand than that old tripod there. But okay, like that whole net. But yeah, like I turn around and I say it, like I'll be there and I'll coach and like that. I was in the gym cutting weight, and these are lads who are like I don't take for granted in the slightest. These boys look up to me. Do you know what I mean? Like that's something people take. Like I don't ever want to take that for granted. These boys, whether like perfect example, Aidan O'Boyle, one of the lads, he's trained about 8 months, but he's been like flat out in that gym. Comes to me, any classes that I'm doing, anything that he can, competes in Gamma, smashes it in Gamma. Like he's won the last 2 and shows up the next day to train. But I know like the likes of him and the likes of other lads in the gym, they look up to me same way like I look up to Leah, I look up to Ryan, I look up to Owen. And I know they always took the time with me. So it's my obligation to take the time with these other guys. Do you know what I mean? If I want them to even to feel what I felt out there tonight, like even to go out and win a fight in front of everyone that you like, all your friends, your family and stuff like that, even if they never fight again, if they win that's boss, super stuff. Then go off and ride off into the sunset.
Amazing.
And I'm horse, just ride off and do that. But
jeez, you're a poet and you don't know it.
Yeah. Paddy, me and you could do the next book. Like,
yeah, you love that.
The Hazard and the Hooligan, like talk about that is like that's
there's a podcast in that as well.
That's a podcast.
There's a telly show in that. TV. A telly show.
Oh, a telly show. Yes, I'm gonna sign up for a telly show.
But listen, thank you very much.
Anytime,
I really appreciate it. It's so good to see you. I love seeing you and the boys.
Andrew, I really do. I hope you heal up well, and I apologise. I was celebrating in the ring before. I thought you were just going to jump up. Was not bad intention, and I'm very, very sorry that obviously that happened. But you're a nice guy, and you're going to come back and fucking smash it. I know you will. Absolutely, fair play to you. Thank you very much. Cheers. Great to see you as always. Thanks a million. Give us a hug. I'll see you in a bit. Scott Harvey for Fight Connect TV.